Picking up a few things at Target. I gotta wonder how many iPhone apps and games I have deleted accidentally. Because so often I'll pick up my phone and it'll say, do you really want to delete, the fart machine or whatever? And I eventually did delete that one. But getting to the vlog a little late today. We were going to see Elysium. You know what? First things first. Today is August 5th. It's a day that many in the hallowed halls of the trucking and education, other industries know as the birth of Gary Cook, a gentleman and a scholar. Happy birthday, Dad. Mwah, love you. He's one of our biggest fans here on the Duncan Sphere vlog. So happy birthday. I'm going to tell you some dad stories later once I get all shaved up. We were supposed to see Elysium today at a special screening, but it was at 10 a.m. and we just didn't wake up in time to get over there because the bed was just too darn cozy. So I went and saw Wolverine just now instead so that I could have something to write about this week. And man, not bad. I'd been hearing a bunch of bad press about that movie, but it was a hoot. It was really fun. Alright, so I'm going to run some errands and I'll be back. So, Gary Cook, happy birthday, sir. Actually quite a few of my friends have met my dad. He comes out here. He used to live here for a little while, but now he's in Texas. I'm not going to tell you where because I don't want you to go searching him out, okay? Leave the man alone. But here's something funny I was thinking of. My dad would always take us to movies, any movies, and which, it's kind of continued as a theme in life. But he never said something sucked, or it was lame, or it was terrible, or, well, no, that's not true. I think he might have later. But when we were young, he kind of liked us to form our own opinion. He would never, I don't ever remember him telling us to watch this movie, it's the best movie ever. But anyway, I remember whenever he didn't get something, or it wasn't his cup of tea, but he could tell that there was something there, he would go, interesting. So I got to know that after a while. He liked the Star Wars movies, I remember, but when we went to see, but the first one's always the best, he says. When we went to see Time Bandits in particular, we went into that movie and I was like, wow, that is a world I would love to visit, maybe not live in. So I think that was influential on me as a creative person and storyteller and artist and everything. But I remember after that I was like, Dad, what'd you think? Interesting. Which also brings me to another point is, like I said, it may not have been his cup of tea, but he thought about it. And I can remember two instances of this. So one was Time Bandits, and he's like, interesting. And I said, you didn't like it? And he was like, no, it's not that. It was just very interesting. So, just out of the blue, we were driving, I think the next day, or it might have been that night. And he said something like, so what do you think that was in the oven at the end of the movie? It's one of those things like the gold emanating from the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. It's just a symbolic device for people to play with, I believe. Some insist hard that it is evil. It is concentrated pure evil, that black chunk that was in there. And another one I remember, there's that song, I think it's Mike and the Mechanics, I pledge allegiance to the flag, whatever flag they offer. Not the best song at all, but, we would listen to pop music driving around, and every now and then, I loved this, he'd now listen, because, you couldn't replay it back then, he'd be like, now listen, now what do you kids think that means? I don't remember what we ever came up with, but I just remember seeing this side of my dad that was really curious and really open. And not that he ever wasn't, per se, but anyway, Dad, that's the memories I want to share of you, and love you. Mwah.